cutie, I'm back. And today we've got news, we've got big news, we've got Disney news, Disney D23 announcements, and we're playing with new makeup. If you're new here, welcome to my channel and welcome to The Cute Life. I'm your cult leader, Leah. If you're not new here, thank you for returning for another cult meeting. Today, we're going to be discussing the cult of Disney and all the D23 announcements that they made, all the exciting new things that they announced at D23, especially when it comes to the parks. I will also be doing my makeup at the same time, trying out some new products, and playing and talking and dreaming and doing all the things that I like to do. So if you want to hear all the new Disney news, Disney park news, if you want to see me doing my makeup at the same time, that's what I do here, stay tuned. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about the D23 Parks Panel Announcements and try a couple new products that I've gotten. Now, before I get started, let me just say that obviously I'm no expert on the Disney Corporation or anything like that, but I'm a huge Disney fan, and as a fan, I have opinions. Not that anyone cares, but that's never stopped anyone else from giving their opinion on the internet, so why should it stop me? Now, before we even get into the parks panel, which happens on the third day of D23, and let's start on the first day. Now, on the first day, there is a ceremony called Disney Legends something type of ceremony where they induct, singers, actresses, Imagineers into like a little Hall of Fame type of situation that they have. One of my least favorite people in the world, Bob Chapek, the CEO of Disney, introduced all the new legends that they're inducting. And I have to say, it made me a little happy that he did not have the warmest of welcomes from the crowd. It was very lukewarm, lackluster, which is a word I will be using throughout this video to explain some of the things that they announced. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about in this video. I'm talking about the parks announcements. Now, at the parks panel, they announced all the upcoming projects and things that they're working on for all the parks in the world. If you don't know, obviously there's Disneyland, Disney World here in the United States. There's also Disneyland Paris. There is Disneyland Tokyo. And then there is some Disney parks in Shanghai and Hong Kong. Now, they announced all of the projects for all the parks, but I'm mostly concerned about Disneyland since that's the park that I go to. So that's what I'm going to be talking mostly about. I'll also mention some things from Disney World because I've been to Disney World and we really are trying to go again. So I'm going to talk about Disney World too. Their first announcement was that Happily Ever After, which is a fireworks show at Disney World, is going to be coming back. So yay. You'll notice that a lot of these announcements that they're going to be announcing are kind of okay. And that's basically the overall census that I've been picking up on within the community, is that these announcements are very just okay. When you go to D23, that only happens every 2 years, and this time it's been 3 years because of the situation that happened. So we all expected like big stuff, right? No. Fireworks, not even a new fireworks show, just an old one returning. Okay, that's how they started. Great. Now, the next announcement, which is for Disneyland, my park. This one is exciting. Jon Favreau came out, the creator, director, producer, person of The Mandalorian, which is a huge hit, announced that The Mandalorian is going to be a character now in Galaxy's Edge, and he's gonna have a meet and greet and all that fun stuff. But the best part, he's gonna have Grogu with him. Baby Yoda is gonna be with him when you meet him, and he looks super cool. So the Mandalorian, Mondo, is dressed in his outfit, you know, and then he has a little satchel on the side of him, and there's a little animatronic Grogu in his satchel, and it is so cute. He looks exactly like he does in the show, and it's adorable. And what's really exciting is it's gonna be like really soon. He's supposed to start showing up in the parks in November. So that's really soon. All right, I'm gonna try out this Maybelline Super Stay Full Coverage Powdered Foundation. I'm kind of looking for a dupe for my Imani Flawless Matte Foundation. So I'm gonna try this out. I think this has been around forever, so hopefully this works. I'm a little nervous about the color. It's always hard to get it exactly right in the store when you can't test it. So we'll see how this looks. Anyway, the next announcement was for DCA, Disney California Adventure, which is right across the street from, or right across the Esplanade from Disneyland. Okay, I can't open this, there we go. Now this announcement involved another meet and greet at Avengers Campus. Now, I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. I'm also not the biggest fan of Marvel being at Disneyland. It's kind of weird to me. But a lot of people feel that way about Star Wars, and I like Star Wars at Disneyland. So, it's just my opinion. Again, who cares about my opinion? Except me. So, the character meet and greet is going to be the Hulk. Okay, cool. I remember as a kid, the Hulk freaked me out. My dad, remember the show? I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember the show. And he would, when he got angry, he'd transform into the Hulk. And the dude, I forget his name, I'll try to find a picture, was terrifying. And my dad would do the thing where he would transform and get all like that, and then chase me around the house going, "Arr!" And I would scream. I was literally terrified. I literally thought my dad was turning into the Hulk. Anyway, tangent. He's gonna be at DCA for a meet and greet now. And I guess that's cool. His costume. Now, again, I don't follow the Marvel universe, but he's got this like weird costume on that basically doesn't even make him look like the Hulk. I'll try to find a picture again. Yeah, it's weird. To me, he doesn't look like the Hulk. I want the classic Hulk with the green body and the purple shorts. I mean, I know it's still supposed to be the Hulk from some other kind of timeline situation. Yeah, I don't like the way he looks, but he's humongous. He's like, he was on the stage next to Josh D'Amaro, who's the guy giving all these announcements because he's the president of the parks division at Disney, and he's like twice as tall as him, probably 3 times as wide. So, I mean, he looks like nothing else at Disneyland. So, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. Again, everything I'm going to be announcing is like, that's kind of cool. Okay, sure. The Hulk is going to have a meet and greet at DCA, Avengers Campus. So yeah, I'm assuming they might take over a little bit of the Hyperion Theater where the Frozen play used to be that I never got to see. I just never got a chance. And I was really hoping that was gonna come back so I would get a chance to see it, but I don't think it is. That looks okay. Definitely not a dupe for my Imani, but it works for if I run out of the other one. I don't know. Let's finish the look before we make too many judgments. Now the next announcement is also at DCA, and this one's pretty cool. I like it. So the little San Francisco wharf area that's kind of, you know, along the edge of the Pixar Pier area is going to be transformed into San Francisco from Big Hero 6, that little fictional city, which was super cute. And I think that's really cool. I like it a lot better than the San Francisco wharf area that they have going on there now. It's just kind of plain, and I think the whole San Francisco look is adorable, and I think it's just gonna go perfect in that park. There will also be a Baymax meet and greet, which is pretty cool. He's another character that's like kind of big, and I don't know if he's as big as the Hulk, but he's bigger than most of the characters that you meet. Now, the next announcement was with the hotel, the Pixar Pier Hotel or Paradise Pier Hotel or whatever. It's changed names a couple times. And this one is like, okay, this was a little bit cheap because, you know, we've all known about this. We've seen them demoing, and they took down the sign that's on the side of the building. So we all know there's like a redo coming for this hotel. But they did tell us the official name it's going to be, which is Pixar Place Hotel. So yeah, not a big surprise there. Now Downtown Disney is gonna be getting a couple new restaurants. They were not restaurants I ever heard of, but a lot of people seem to be excited about these restaurants. So, but we all kind of knew something new was coming in the area that's near the entrance of the Disneyland Hotel, because it's just a big dirt area behind a bunch of walls. So we all know there's stuff going on there. I don't know if that's part of the Disney Forward project, which is supposedly some sort of expansion of Disneyland. It sounds amazing, but I don't have my hopes up because they do this stuff a lot. They're like, oh, we're doing these huge big things, and then they never come to fruition, and they just never mention them again. So a lot of the stuff that's going to be announced later in this video that's going to be happening at Disney World sounds freaking amazing, but again, I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it. Disney, stop teasing me. Another thing that's coming back to Disneyland is the Run Disney event. They haven't had it in forever, long before the situation. It's like a marathon event that you do at Disneyland. Disney World's been doing them for this, you know, except for the situation time. They've been doing them for a long time and just recently did some. So I guess they're gonna now bring it to Disneyland again. Okay, great. You're bringing back something we used to have before. Where's the new stuff? Where's the new stuff? Now the next announcement, again, is something everyone's already known about. They've already announced this. So they're trying to pull it off like it's something new. It's not new. We already know Disney, and we want stuff we don't know. Anyway, it's the complete rehaul of Toontown, which is good. Toontown has needed a rehaul. There hasn't been a lot going on there unless you're like a really little kid. The only thing there for, you know, adults or older kids is Roger Rabbit. Now I'm a little worried because I love the Roger Rabbit ride. I love that movie. So this whole redo, they're redoing all the like little meet and greet houses where, you know, you meet Donald and Goofy. Mickey and Minnie. They're putting in a new ride. This new ride is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway that they already have at Disney World. It is a phenomenal ride. Probably, I would say, the best ride that Disney's ever done. I think I even like it more than Rise. I mean, like, technologically speaking, it's mind-blowing. So that's going to be coming to Disneyland, which I'm so excited about. So I'll get to do it more. I don't have to go all the way out to Florida. The only thing is when you look at the, you know, conceptual art and the layout of the land, where's Roger Rabbit? I haven't seen it in any of the conceptual art. Am I just like missing it? Like, where's Roger Rabbit? Okay, the next new product, it's not super new. I've used it once or twice already, but I'm still kind of getting used to it. That is this NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen, and I am really liking it. This is a dupe for me. This is a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pen. I think I might actually like this a little bit better, but to be sure, I'm gonna use it for a few more times. But yeah, I really like this brow pen. I love brow pens, but this one, impressive. Most impressive. And so that's going to be coming in 2023, which I'm super excited because that is not far. I don't know when in 2023. I don't know if they've said. I don't think they said. But still, it felt like forever ago that they announced that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway was even coming to California. So for them to say, you know, next year, oh, I'm so excited. Now the next announcement, again, we all already have known this for like forever, since before the shutdowns. So why is this a new announcement? It's not new, but whatever. And that is Tiana's Bayou Adventure, a new ride. Well, a new overlay for an old ride. They're gonna be transforming the Splash Mountain ride into Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which I am excited about. I am always down for a new princess attraction, of course. And Tiana's one of the best princesses, if you ask me. But they released a couple of more updated concept art, which looks pretty different from the original concept art. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed. They took away Mama Odie's boat house thing. What? No, that was the best part of the outside. You're skimping on us, Disney. Skimping, as usual. Wonder why. Now, having a Princess Tiana ride in New Orleans Square, perfection. It's perfect. She deserves a ride there. The only thing is now New Orleans Square is creeping over into Critter Country. There's gonna be like, are we even having a Critter Country anymore? Because, I mean, that's where Winnie the Pooh goes. So that seems a little weird. We're gonna have one ride and one store in a land. But don't take Pooh from me, though. Now, that attraction is coming in 2024, and that's going to be at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. Now, the next announcement after that was for Disney World, and this is another character meet and greet announcement, but the character is Figment. He's such a cute little character, and I feel like he's very underrated, that not enough people give Figment credit for being super cute Disney character. Well, now he's getting his meet and greet. Now, I don't know, they didn't really say, is this going to be like a full body costume type of character, or like a long time ago, back in the day before I ever had gone to Disney World, Figment was held by another character called the Dreamfinder, I believe, who was part of Figment's ride. But lately, I don't think he's in the ride anymore. Anyway, so we don't know if he's going to be like another character that is like little and held by somebody else because Figment is supposed to be kind of small. So there was no pictures or anything released, so we'll have to wait and see. The next announcement after that was for Disney World again, and that's for the Haunted Mansion. We are huge Haunted Mansion fans. We love the Haunted Mansion. But did you know, I didn't even when I was out there, I didn't even really notice, probably because I was too just overstimulated. But their Haunted Mansion doesn't have the Hatbox Ghost, which is an amazing character animatronic within the Haunted Mansion here at Disneyland. Well, now the Disney World Haunted Mansion is going to be getting their own Hatbox Ghost, so that's pretty cool. Now again, the next announcement is about Tron, which has been being built in Disney World. I forget which park it's at. I think it's at Magic Kingdom. They finally gave a year that it's coming out, not even a date, just a year. I think 2024 was what they said. What did they say? Spring 2023. So that's not terribly far. But again, this is an announcement you're doing at D23, the biggest Disney convention event that there is. And you're telling us about a roller coaster we can see being built with our own eyes for years now? Okay, now the next announcement I feel like is a little premature of them to make. It's about Animal Kingdom over in Disney World. It's an amazing park, very underrated for some reason, but it's basically a Disney park with a zoo in it, Disney's version of a zoo. There's rides and Disney characters and all the same things, but there's animals as well. So I love that park. There is a land in Animal Kingdom called Dino Land, which is obviously in need of some love. There's a lot of rides that are, I don't know if they're broken down or they're just closed. I don't know what's up, but there's like 2 rides. It's very, again, mostly like toddler rides. One of them is actually pretty scary. The dinosaur ride is, I found, a little bit on the scary side. Anyway, they're going to be rehauling that land. But the thing is they're like, oh, we're still trying to decide whether it's going to be a Moana land or Zootopia. Now, to me, Zootopia is the obvious choice. Disney, obvious. Animals. So, yeah, plus Moana's getting a bunch of stuff at Epcot, I think. So come on, Disney, Zootopia. Makes sense. Get it? Animals? So the fact that they're even trying to decide is like, what decision is there to make? Zootopia, Disney, please. Okay, now this next one, huge. But again, it's one of those things like, okay, Disney, sure, I'll believe it when I see it. When ground breaks, I'll get a little excited. But I feel like they needed something to say. And so they made this up. Now they said this is in the blue sky phase, which means they're just dreaming, talking out loud, brainstorming. There's nothing concrete. So I feel like this is a big tease. But, okay, first part, so they're talking about Magic Kingdom at Disney World. And they're talking about what is beyond Big Thunder Mountain. You know, what's back there? And they gave us a little teaser that maybe it's a Coco Land or an Encanto Land, which sounds totally like it goes, like with the whole Frontierland vibe. They also mentioned something about a villain's land. Disney, if you don't do this, you're gonna break my heart. Please make it happen. Everybody wants it. Everybody loves Disney villains. We can't get enough of them. There doesn't feel like there's enough in the parks. So to give them their own land, please happen. I mean, this would be huge. Just, I mean, to have, if they do both, if they do Villains and Encanto and Coco, or either Encanto or Coco, that would like significantly make the park larger. Now the next announcement is back at Disneyland, and we're getting an old parade back. The Magic Happens parade, which had just started when, you know, they had to shut down. They literally only were like having it for like a couple of months, and it was, I never got to see it. It was really good from what I could see. A lot of good characters and music, so I am looking forward to that coming back. I would like to see that, because just the other day I was like telling Brandon, I'm like, hey, I was like, they still haven't brought back any daytime parades. They have, I think they still have the they still have the cavalcades, but it's not a parade. So here we are, got it back. They are also going to be having a new World of Color show over at DCA. World of Color is kind of like DCA's version of Fantasmic, where there's, you know, like a water show, and there's projections on the water and music, and yeah, it's super cute. I've never really been into World of Color that much, because I do feel like compared to Fantasmic, it's just like, why? I'm going to Fantasmic. So hopefully that will up World of Color's game a little. Now at Disneyland, they're going to be getting a new fireworks show called Wondrous Journey. I have no idea what that means. What's that about? Fireworks aren't my favorite part of Disneyland, only because we're more daytime park people. Unless there's something like I really want to see or do that only happens at night. We're usually there in the mornings. I do really love the projections that they have during the fireworks, or that they'll sometimes show if, like, because of weather they can't do the fireworks. I love that show, the Mickey's Mix Magic, when they can't have the fireworks. So anyway, we'll see what this one's about. Again, not kind of a lackluster announcement for me. So yeah, that was all the announcements for Disneyland and Disney World. There was a bunch of other announcements for the other parks and the cruise lines. I feel like the Asian parks get the coolest stuff. Anyway, they got a bunch of new Tangled, Frozen, princess stuff. I want more princess stuff, but they got it instead. So anyway, I guess I'm just gonna have to go there someday somehow. That was everything. There was a lot of disappointments in the crowd and online in the community. A lot of people, for some reason, were expecting an announcement for a Tomorrowland overhaul, because the land, again, it's a little disjointed, discombobulated. Like, there's, like, you know, future stuff, and there's Star Wars stuff, and there's Toy Story stuff, and it's like, what is this land about here? Okay, like, Walt's intention was to have it be about like kinetic energy, and that's why there's, you know, the cars and the monorails and the rockets and all this stuff that's kind of moving in sync together. But we don't have a lot of that stuff anymore, and they've brought in a bunch of weird stuff that like doesn't go. There's a bunch of empty buildings. So everybody wants the freaking People Mover back. Everybody wants that. But yeah, they didn't say anything about Tomorrowland, and people were kind of irritated with that. Now, a lot of these announcements, again, there's stuff we already knew. Most of this stuff we already knew, except for the Magic Kingdom expansion out in Disney World. Again, I feel like they just freaking made that up, maybe. Maybe I just have a guarded heart with this stuff. Everybody was just like, what? Okay, new fireworks? Okay, like, yeah, I don't know. D23, you expect the biggest, bestest, craziest stuff, and we just got stuff we already knew. So, anyway, I don't think I'm the only one that feels that way. There's stuff, you know, I'm excited to get a new, you know, old parade back. Sure, that's great, but where's the new stuff? And that brings me to another point. So on day 2, or the first day or the second day, they announced all the upcoming movies. Literally every announcement was either a sequel or a remake. And it's like, where's the new storytelling? You're just retelling old stories, and not even like retelling the old story half the time. You're just taking the title. You just want the title and you completely change the story. So that is so strange to me. It's like, where's the new stuff? Where's the new stuff? Where's the innovative company that we all knew Disney to be? Anyway, so that's all the announcements. That's my opinions on them, whether you wanted to know them or not. I'm assuming if you're watching this still that you did want to know. Again, not that it matters. But anyway, I love Disney and I want the old Disney back. Maybe someday. You can dream, right? If your heart is in your dreams, no request is too extreme. So here's hoping. So that's my video. Anyway, if you liked it, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Make sure and subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you'll, you know, get to see the next video I do complaining about Disney and loving it at the same time, and doing my makeup, playing with new makeup. Okay, so yeah, we didn't really talk about that. This, it works. Not the best. I'll probably use it on those days that I just need to put something on really quick. This, the brow pen by NYX, love. I think I like it better. Maybe it's just the color, I don't know, but I really like this one more than the Anastasia Beverly Hills. So this is a win, and this is a whatever. Okay, now we can do the outro. If you liked this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. It's how I know what kind of videos to make, and it lets me know you care. Make sure and subscribe and hit the notifications bell so that you won't miss the next Disney, makeup, books, parks, whatever I feel like doing that day video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Where the come on, Disney, come on, Zootopia. If your heart is in your dreams, so win, whatever. No. Okay, now we can do the ending.